Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. For the latest news and where you live, I'm Tiffany Lee. Arkansas Representative Steve Womack is in Rogers meeting with the head of the U.S. Small Business Administration. They're assessing the damage from the Memorial Day weekend storms. Womack is also expected to meet with local businesses impacted by the tornadoes, as well as local leaders to discuss more about recovery efforts and the progress that's been made. Fayetteville leaders are looking to get the city involved in cutting down emissions. At the latest city council meeting, council voted to adopt what they're calling a climate action plan. The strategy focuses on reducing greenhouse gas emissions. They'll also work to add more carbon gas absorbers that can be found in nature.
I know I enjoy the environment very much, and I know people move here for the environment, and it needs to be a #1 concern. And so this is the plan that will help you make decisions.
With the plan, they're hoping to reach net zero emissions by 2050. Some big news from the Salvation Army in Fort Smith. The nonprofit is reopening its newly renovated family shelter. The new shelter is able to house up to 5 local families that are experiencing homelessness. They're also now accepting donations like personal hygiene items, towels, and sheets. And happening tomorrow, it's a Springdale Boots and Badges blood drive. You can show community support by donating your blood in an hour of your time. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Springdale High School. We'll have more news in just a minute, but first, here's Bella Grace with a look at today's weather.
It is looking nice and cool outside for us. We're staying in the 80s for most of the day. A few clouds out there as we move into the later hours. We'll see those even more in the River Valley, where we are still seeing some of those residual clouds from a little bit of something off to our south. Those are bringing a few showers into central Arkansas. Not worried about that here in 5 Country. We are watching north winds push all of those showers and clouds out of our hair for the next couple of days, but we'll see them throughout the day today. We're going to reach highs in the 80s. We're seeing about 84 in Fayetteville, 87 in Fort Smith. Clarksville is right there at about 86. Staying on the cooler side, definitely feeling that into tomorrow as well because we have these strong northeast winds. Staying around 15 to 20 miles per hour, teetering closer to 17 to 18 throughout the day today. You can see that staying strong throughout the afternoon and evening. All of this because we've got low pressure sitting over our heads and high pressure off to our west. That means we're getting some strong northwest flow into 5 Country, and that's going to keep things nice and cool for the next couple of days. You can see that on our 7-day forecast where our temperatures are staying in the 80s for the foreseeable future. We are looking at another cool down about the end of this week when we'll get another system of rain to move in Sunday into Monday. Next week is looking to be a little bit rainier for us.
All right, thanks for that, Bella. Well, the latest details this morning on a $4.2 million project that would add 5 slides at Parrot Island Water Park in Fort Smith. A vote to secure half that funding failed at the Sebastian County Quorum Court meeting. 5 News reporter Jose Carranza spoke to the city and the county on how this project could still continue.
With record days,
we've had days where we've had over 4,000 people come to Parrot Island.
The city of Fort Smith says Parrot Island was ready for an expansion. It would come with 5 slides, estimated to cost $4.2 million. The city voted to pay half, relying on the county to chip in $2.1 million. But to an 8 out of 13 vote, that expansion fell 1 vote short of becoming reality.
This kind of fell in our lap just a couple weeks ago, so not enough time to really digest everything involved, and that's a substantial amount of money to spend when it's not even in our budget. So we will continue to support our park. It was just too big of a project to hit without being planned for.
The timing of this project comes to the county's surprise, but to the city's benefit. The slides were made for another park and needed to find a home when their project was canceled. It comes at a discount when the city says they're ready for the water park to grow.
We normally do expand the park every 2 years or so. So to add 5 slides at once basically takes about 8 to 10 years worth of expansion and shrinks it down. You're talking potentially $9 million to do the work. We would have saved a lot of money being able to do it for the initial estimates of 4.2 million.
Fort Smith City Administrator Carl Gefkin says the expansion isn't over, just needs some reworking to get everyone on board. The county has already shared concerns of extra parking, concessions, and ticketing that were not in the initial plan.
I think that was part of the concerns by some of the Concord members is that this was a good start, but there was going to be additional cost along the way.
We understand that sometimes in the passage of work by a city or a county, sometimes a no could be, hold on, I need more information, or I don't like this. And there's a way that we can revisit that. And that may be a possibility.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.
Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. Catch up with us again tomorrow for more. Have a great day.